Hi everybody and welcome back to the Upside Dan. I got to see Smile 2 in the 4DX movie theater experience, and I'm here to tell you if it's worth it in the format. Just so you guys know, I did have technical issues, audio yet again, on my regular Canon camera, so I'm just recording the long form on my phone for now, because that actually worked with my short. Then I'll figure out the audio issue with my camera. I got my second mic a couple weeks ago, and then I didn't love it. The cord was too short, the wind muffler thing kept falling off. It's not really good at clipping. It wouldn't even stay on like my shirt for a lot of the time. I didn't find the audio as clear as I've noticed it before that one, so I got another mic. Then I have the audio problems with my camera with that one, so I don't really know what's going on, but the phone worked, so hopefully this works. Before I get started, please make me your 4DX guy by subscribing to my channel, liking this video, and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss any more 4DX content from me. So horror movies are very hit and miss with the 4DX format. Yes, they elevate the jump scares. They immerse you more into a horror film, and especially the jump scares. A lot of times there's just not enough to use all of the 4DX capabilities. I do think Smile 2 had a little more going for it than most straight up horror movies. There are several jump scares. A lot of them are very effective, and 4DX just elevates those. It enhances these jump scares. It really immerses you into this horror film with movement going along with the jump scares. Little jolts in the seat, massagers at your back, the puffs of air at your neck and ears, and the puffs of air at your ankles. You're actually feeling the jump scare as well as being triggered by the sight and sound of one. Maybe I wouldn't have normally jumped if it wasn't for the 4DX. Definitely some of them I would have jumped anyway. 4DX just does a great job with those jump scares. This is not a musical, but the main character, Naomi Scott, who's amazing in this film, she plays Skye Riley. She's a pop star, so there's singing and dancing. There's dancing at the actual concerts, at rehearsals, so it goes along with those dance moves. Sometimes I do think that it was a little much. It was a little over-exaggerated for what we were actually seeing on screen, just sometimes. And this is a straight-up horror movie, like I said, so there's maybe less opportunities that they could have used 4DX, so they wanted to use it whenever they could. She gets startled and falls off the bed, and that was even a little bit more exaggerated than what was actually happening, I felt. There's some walking scenes. It's used well with the walking. It wasn't over the top with the walking. It feels like you're just kind of trugging along with these characters that are just walking. Running is a little more rough. Also, because they want to use it as much as possible, there's a lot of cool camera movements in this film, just like the first one. Parker Finn does create some really cool shots and camera movements, very different at times. I thought that all fit with like the spinning of the camera, the panning, the tilting, all of that. The seat movements will move along with the camera. That was really well done. If someone gets pushed down, thrown down, falls down onto the ground, you're feeling that in your seat. The massagers in the back of your seat. There's vehicle stuff. Sometimes it's just you're going slow, just driving normally, and you feel like you're in the car with these characters. Sometimes there's more rough driving, accidents, crashes, driving a little bit more recklessly, fast. The seats are moving along with those vehicle stuff. I found that very good. So I do think that the seat movements, for the most part, really matched up with what was going on screen. The water was used a handful of times. I was really into the water because there's blood splatter, blood drops. You're feeling the drops of water come down from the ceiling. With horror movies, they can use it for a lot more gross stuff than just plain old water. I just wonder if it was Voss water in that auditorium. If you know, you know. I didn't notice any of the sprays from in front of you. I can't even recall any of the stuff from in front of you. The little puffs of air from in front of you, and then the water spray mist kind of from in front of you, I didn't really notice. Wind was used a handful of times throughout. That definitely can add to the eerie atmosphere of a horror movie. It's not really used during scary scenes in this, but a character runs out of a building really fast. That even had wind in it. Choreography that's on stage, and the wind is kind of blowing in their hair while they're doing the choreography, or they're just doing fast choreography and the wind is blowing in the auditorium. It can be really refreshing. Fog was only used once, and really there's only one opportunity for them to use fog in this film, actually. Fog is another one that could definitely add to that eerie atmosphere of a horror movie. It's used well. It's used at the right moment. It doesn't stay long at all, and the scene doesn't really ask for that. It dissipates pretty fast. You know, it doesn't just linger in front of the screen. It's not distracting. Lights were used a handful of times. I noticed them even in the opening, you know, credit roll with the studios. With Paramount, the stars coming at you. The lights kind of just flash with that opening. There's spotlight stuff because there's concerts and stuff, so you'll get some spotlights in the film, and the lights will kind of flash with those. Last but actually kind of least, I guess, scent. I noticed scent once or twice. The same scent for me, so it's not that memorable. I don't even know what it smells like, and I don't even know why it was used in this one part that I noticed. It was on the stage. Maybe it was supposed to like smell like a concert hall. Overall, though, especially as a horror movie, I was actually pretty impressed with this 4DX experience. Found it effective, but they really did well with the jump scares. So I do think they did a really good job in 4DX, especially for just a straight up horror movie. Honestly, I would say say that it's probably the best straight up horror movie 40x wise. I don't love Smile or Smile 2, to be honest. I like them. I think I liked this a tad bit more than the first one. I definitely think it's a fun 40x experience, especially during spooky season. If you're a fan of horror, if you're a fan of the first one, I think you'll enjoy this one, and I think it is worth it in 40x. It's a light recommend, I would say. What did you think of it in the format and just as a film? Let me know all of your thoughts down in that comment section. If you're gonna spoil anything, please mark it with spoilers. If you liked what you've seen here and you want to see some more content from me, please click around here to see some other content from me. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video with the movie fans in your life. Hit that notification bell, subscribe, make me your 40x guy, and come to the upside, Dan.